Hello, everybody. I think it'll be easier for me to do a recording of on the plan for the project. And I actually create a title for our project, which is called Spread Your Love in Taiwan and Singapore via High Cost of Living. We actually on the key point is cost of living, but I would like to go beyond cost of living. All right. So when we look at our focus on 6 C's, it is they are citizenship and on critical thinking, character, communication, collaboration, and creativity. And this project, I would like you guys, and I hope you guys can demonstrate all four of them. No, all six of them. Sorry. Right. So we can come back to this one like at the end of it, and then um, this is basically from in your project it could be presentation, it could be report, and this is the floor plan for the entire project. And I have also created some sort of flow chart and also a list of tasks for you to do, and I will show you later. All right. So, what do you mean by citizenship? Basically, like obviously, each of you guys are a citizen of Taiwan, and then to demonstrate on a citizen with good character, you need to show your care, and then I will tell you later what do I mean by that. So, week one, right? On the very critical and also very easy things to do would be this is I would get you guys to actually create a team. I know you guys have a team of 10, so you need to separate the tasks between 10 of you. And then streamline couple of categories. So dining, grocery, transportation, utilities, sports and leisure, rent, salary. So how do you know that like the for normal people in Taiwan, like how much they spend, right? So you come to this website, is Numbeo. All right, so you can actually come here and then you try to figure out, you create a list. So you can compare like Taipei, and then basically you are comparing between two cities. You can do New Taipei, you can do Taipei, you can do Singapore. All right. Um, so obviously, in Taipei, the currency is NTD, and in Singapore, is in Singapore dollars. So it depends which one you are like. You might want to create. You need to create two groups. So 5 people will be working on Taiwan, and 5 people will be working on Singapore. And then you can then streamline on like try to do a survey. Okay. Try to do interview 20 people in Taiwan. So basically like you have 10 students in one group. So each of you would need to interview 2 people. So I would say that if you go onto street, ideally speaking, if you during the weekend you go interview, you ask them, you create like you you create a form, a survey form, you ask them like how much they on 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 average how much they pay for dining out, how much they pay for grocery shopping, transportation, utilities basically will be on phone, from bills, and also power, on water, sports and leisure, rent, and that's it. Okay. So based on this, right, you can then based on the 20 people that you interview, once you combine it, then you can then know that the top three expenses, what they would be. So you need to know that you definitely need to know their salary, but I'm guessing like the top three would be rent for sure. And also either like some people cook, some people don't. So it will be either dining or groceries. And the next one will be transportation. Typically, this would be the couple of unit salary because you need the money to support yourself. But the top three expenses should be rent on dining or grocery and transportation, typically. All right. And the last thing basically for you is um using this Numbeo website, right, you can do a comparison to see how reliable this data is. So for example, we are in Taiwan, so you can, if you drink milk when you go to grocery shopping with your parents, then basically you can check, right? Is milk really like 100 NTD or more expensive? It is more expensive than basically this number is not correct. And you can then like each of you can be in charge of different items. You got 10 students. So one of you can be doing McDonald's, for example. So when you go out and how much you pay for a McDonald's meal. And go to a grocery store, is it for a dozen of eggs, does it cost 80 NTD or more than 80? Potato, uh, like monthly pass ticket, is it 1200 NTD? The power, okay, so you guys have a family, so you can see like at home you guys whether you guys actually pay like 2500 NTD per month. All right, and also yeah, so orders. Okay, so the petrol is is the petrol 30 on NTD per liter. So orders you can actually split the task to investigate whether this number are actually accurate. Okay, coming back to here, so you can then do a comparison. You can say that you have one, so um this one. So you can have one table. So set a table to compare between uh, items such as McDonald's meal on Numbeo versus the, the price that the 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 money that you pay to McDonald's when dining out. Okay, so you can compare like the numbers on this website to see whether it's actually accurate or not. Okay, we can do this in our project. Okay, so I think the first week or second week, first week I would say like this can be done in 1 week. So on a weekend, you create a form and ask people on how much they spend dining, grocery, transportation, utilities, sports and leisure, brand salary, all this. You can create a form and then ask them to fill in. All right. And then when you go out for grocery with your family, then you can like for example, William can be in charge of McDonald's. Okay. And then Ashley can be in charge of milk, 1 kilo of rice and eggs, for example, just to get an understanding like how much it would cost on average. All right. So this is one thing. Once you do this, right, then you can do a comparison. I will tell you like how to move forward after we have this data. Okay. Um, and also like this is one part of the this is the data collection, and then we would then once we have the data, right, then we need to put that into like a report or presentation. So in the presentation, we will need to have introduction. I have listed out one, two, three, four, five, six questions. And obviously you will not have much idea like how much like the all the answer to all these questions and how what do you do? So basically for each question you just copy, you go to ChatGPT, and then ChatGPT will definitely get you some answer. All right. So see, this is a lot of information. You do not need so much. All right. You can say in 50 words. Okay, so you can, because you have a lot of content to cover, so you can actually say, you can actually combine. So you have six questions. You have six questions. So basically, it's like um, um, write 200 words of introduction using the following prompts. Okay, so you can see here the cost of living plays a major role in shaping people's quality of life. See, it gives you a really good understanding. All right, and of course you need to uh, like paraphrase it. You need to change to your own words. Okay, this will give you a really good understanding how you can write your report. So basically, this is how you write your introduction, and the first part basically is data collection. And for me, right, on one of the 6C is citizenship. And to demonstrate being a good citizen or global citizen, you need to know like how normal people live their life. So for example, a lot of people are struggling financially. And when you go on PX Mark, for example, okay, you can figure out that they are affordable bento. You can see here, I actually take, you can see here. So if you don't believe me, next time when you go to um PX Mall, you will see like a station where they have 60 NTD bento boxes. So this is one of the yeah, coming back to here. PX Mall or all this the company or on the PX market is trying to help um, low income earners. Okay, and also like on how low income earners they trying to survive. They on the bus fare in Taiwan they are starting from 15 NTD. Right, so if you do not know, you can come to here. So you type in public transport cost in Taiwan. So you can see here on single bus ride are starting from 15 NTD. Alright, so then next one What about rent? Obviously, rent is on a lot of people they don't have their own house and they need to pay rent. So you can again um Google it, and then what one thing you will find basically is they are subsidy for low income family. You can see here. All right, so you can put this into part of the cost of living project. Okay, and this is all about Taiwan, and you also need to do the same thing for Singapore. You ask the same questions for Singapore, and are there any affordable bento or affordable meal? And you can see here on Facebook, traditional Malay Muslim cuisine, $2.50 Sing dollars. And if you know the conversion to Sing dollars, Sing dollars 250 to NTD is about 60 as well. Right? So they are people like they are very caring and they actually try to help people to survive with low like high cost of living. So they don't they are offering very affordable means cheap meals to help low income earners. Okay. So this is the link that I use, right? The Facebook. And public transport in Singapore, if you Google it, it's starting from 57 cent. Uh, 57 cent of Singapore dollars. All right. Um, which is you can convert it. Uh, 0.57 to NTD is around. Oh, it's even cheaper. It's only like 6 NTD, so it's cheaper than Taiwan. And the rent, what about does Singapore government provide any support for housing? If you Google it, then basically this is what I got. This is what I got. Silver support scheme. Basically is Silver support scheme provide additional support for elderly Singaporean who had low incomes during their working years and now have less in their retirement. All right, so they do have on all this support on trying to help their citizens. Okay, and you can also Google or ask ChatGPT if that they are any on financial support. All right, all this basically is one like uh this could be section 1, definition section 2, section 3, section 4, section 5. How do you demonstrate a good character in this two country when the cost of living is so high? So spread your love. Remember, we come back to the title, spread your love. So basically, one way to demonstrate as a culture um, student, you want to show a good character or to actually show that you care about the people. When you actually on the street and you see homeless people on the street, you can buy a bento and then just give it to them. That's a way to show your love, all right? And to also show your parents that you learn something from school. All right, of course, on the street there might be a lot of homeless people, and then you can try just buy one bento and just help one of them because you have limited money. All right? And that's one way, and then you can think of other way. So you can ask, yeah, you can even like ask Google, right? And then See if it shows anything. Or chat GPT. Okay, ask chat GPT how to how to how to show your love low to homeless people, for example, um who struggle financially in these two country refer to Taiwan and Singapore, when cost of living is so high. So you can provide meals, see? Provide meals, you can provide water, you can provide care packages, you can volunteer, you can make donation, you can advocacy, you can actually do charity, set up raise fund and then give it to them and then show kindness, you can smile, you can talk to them, all different way. So yeah, so coming back to here, cost of living, the theme is cost of living, but we can um extend cost of living to show love. So show love and show your love to become a good global citizen, show your love to have a good character. Um, using the cost of living, we are very creative. We can actually investigate on different parts like show your love, right? Communication, collaboration, you are working in a team of 10, right? Critical thinking basically is the same as creativity, right? So we are critically on as we are expanding cost of living to investigate to extend on this project beyond cost of living. So that's critical thinking, that's also creativity. Right? Now coming back to here, I have actually like bracket into a 10 weeks project plan. Okay. Project goal, 6 C's. What you need to do. I This one basically is all you really need to put in your report or presentation. This one basically is on the 10 weeks you bracket into three different phases. And week one, you do research on this one, focus on 6 C's. Week two, you collect data. Week two and three, you collect data. Week four, you compare, you actually combine the data, put that into like Excel, for example, like visualize the data, and then phase two basically would be starting to write on trying to combine all the data and put that into presentation and report. So it involve uh, check-in, character exploration. So that's collecting photos and stuff, structuring the narrative. So putting everything together in a report and presentation. Phase three would be basically you would have your report and presentation in final format, and you would do rehearsal presentation, for example. And yeah, and this is the three phases. I have also created this for you, like 10 based project and list of key points. You see here, you can take it, right? And I will copy all this and post it onto I haven't I tried to create a group chat, but obviously I can't right now, and we will see what we can do. Okay. Anyway, this is all I have to cover. Um, I hope you find it useful because everything I consolidate everything into this video so that when there's anything you need or you have forgotten anything, you come back to this video and then it provides you all the information. And I'm your team leader. I'm your supervisor. So this would be on my advice. So this for me is it would provide you the uh, best project direction. Okay. I hope you find it useful. Speak to you later.